welcome. This is Wizzo's Channel 1 and your host is Richard. First of all, I'd like to say hi to all my current subscribers and for you passing by watching my content today. A vast majority of you are not subscribed, so please consider subscribing, press the notification button, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below and share to social media. With that said, let's get on with today's video. Today is part 2 of my PlayStation 2 games collection. Also as well, here's a little bit of tidbit of information which I've just found out recently. Altogether, there are 3,378 titles for the PlayStation 2. That also includes all the game versions and variants. Any more information about the PlayStation 2 will be in my first video, which is part 1. Without further ado, let's get on with showing you some of the games that I have in my collection. First of all is Sonic Mega Collection. And that's in the booklet and the disc. It has Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2 and 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3D Flicky's Island, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, plus it has Game Gear variants of the game and also some bonus and unlockable stuff which have never been seen before on this game. If you enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog, this will be something that might be of interest to you. I saw that and thought I might as well collect it. So that's it really on that one. Right, next one, Mega Drive Collection. Oh yes, that shows you I really do love my Mega Drive games. Yeah, and that's the back part of it, and that's the inside. Right, some of the titles that are included, I know Columns is on here, that's one of my favourite games. It's got Sonic the Hedgehog, it has Phantasy Star 2, 3 and 4. I've played all of them. Echo the Dolphin, Alex the Kid in the Enchanted Castle, I actually did have that on the Mega Drive, which when I sold my Mega Drive, I sold that as well. Bonanza Brothers, Kid Chameleon, Flicky, Game Ground, Super Thunderblade, Sword of Vermilion, good, it's a good role-playing game. Vector Man 1 and 2, and it's got unlockables also as well and exclusives on the disc as well. So if you're into your Mega Drive games, this is something that probably might be of interest to you, so why not see if you can find a copy of it. Next one is Midway Arcade Treasures. That's the inside of the box. Yeah, got that. And also, this is the back part. Anyway, games that are on here is Mortal Kombat 2 and 3, Gauntlet 2, Spy Hunter, Narc, Ape, Cyberball 2072, Timber, Roll Carnage, Pit Fighter, Wizard of War, Xenophobe, Arch Rivals, Rampage World Tour, and so many more titles that are on here. I won't go through all of them, but that's quite a fair bit. And also as well, there are unlockable content that is also on on this disc. So if you're into your game collections, I know that a lot of people are, it might be well worth actually getting this. So there you go. Next one. Right, this is one of my favourite games. I'll look at the back here. It is Final Fantasy 7 Doge of Cerberus. It is a action role-playing game. Let me show you inside the inside as well. That's the booklet and the disc. It's a role-playing game. It's an action game. A lot of people say it is similar to Devil May Cry. It's sort of similar. So I would say, you know, the genre would be action, action adventure, first person shooter, that sort of stuff. It's actually pretty good. Some people criticised it and thought, oh well, it's a clone of another game, so I beg to differ. It also supplements the Final Fantasy 7 story after the main event. So the game itself, just a brief history, the game itself is actually concentrated mainly on Vincent Valentine and how he became the person that he is. It's really telling his story through other characters as well. There wasn't really any additional characters. There were characters that had a part in the actual game, but not as in actual playing, as it was the whole title was to do with him. But if you're into this sort of game, it might be well worth you buying it or finding it. It's hard to get hold of now. And also if you're into Final Fantasy 7, which I am, as you probably guessed already from my previous videos. So it might be well worth getting the game if you like that sort of stuff. So that's that one. Right. The next game I'm going to show you is Final Fantasy X. That's the inside cover. Right, and that's the back cover of it. Pretty good game. It was classified as one of the best games that came out on the PlayStation 2, as in the Final Fantasy series. I thoroughly enjoyed the game. There were some bits in it which was a little bit difficult, but you got to think there was a lot of puzzle elements in the game as well. You had to get things right, do things in a certain order. That made it quite interesting, and I enjoyed it very much. The story is around a character called Titus, who is the main character of the game, and his adventures with several other characters in the game. But I won't go too much into it because at the end of the day I don't want to spoil the game itself if you're interested in purchasing or finding a copy of this game. Also as well, as I showed in previous videos, I've actually got on PlayStation 3 Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X2 or 10-2 as some people call it, which is the enhanced version of the original Final Fantasy X series, and there's some additional features in the game which might be worth looking into. With that said, that's it really on that one. Right, the next one is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Pretty good car racing games. I've pretty much done about 60% of the career mode on this game. I've not finished the whole main parts of it, but if you're into this type of stuff, I would recommend this title. The gameplay is smooth. I don't know if the servers are still up now because it had net play features as well, and so you could play online. But apart from that, it's a pretty good game. Right, the last one for today is Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yeah, that's the back part of it. That's the inside part of it. Yes, it's basically about a character which wants to get up the ranks, and to get the best car and beat the best person on top of that league. Also, as well, to note that there's been different variants of the game, like Need for Speed Most Wanted 510, which came out on the PSP. Brilliant game as well. It is based on this game. It took me quite a while to beat the main character at the top of the league. You had to, I am not lying, you had to have one of the fastest cars in its class, I used a Lamborghini to beat him. Yeah. You have to know every single shortcut. You had to get it perfect if you're going to beat the top person in the league, in the game. Also as well, it took me quite a while to get it right. Close, but it's literally 3 seconds difference to beat him, and he has to be in front of him. He's always 3 seconds behind if you're in front. It's a killer, but I enjoyed it, and I finally got there. Right, so there you go. Well worth playing, well worth collecting if you're into your car racing games. Brilliant game. Right. Okay, well, that's it for today. So if you liked my video, please consider subscribing to the channel, press the notification button, leave a comment down below, give us a thumbs up, and share to social media. With that said, that's it for today. Bye for now.